Welcome back to Architectural Journeys, the channel where we explore how cities tell their stories through buildings, streets, and the people who bring them to life. Today we're walking into one of Manhattan's most vibrant yearly transformations, the Feast of San Gennaro in Little Italy. Every September for 11 days, this neighborhood becomes something extraordinary. Mulberry Street shifts from its everyday rhythm into a vibrant corridor of food, color, and celebration. It's a moment when the city turns into a living canvas, shaped not just by architecture, but by memory, culture, and community. But before we dive into the festival itself, let's take a moment to understand the place that shapes it, Little Italy. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, this neighborhood welcomed waves of immigrants from southern Italy. Families searching for opportunity, community, and a bit of familiarity in a new world. Life unfolded along narrow streets framed by brick tenements. Fire escapes became balconies, conversations traveled between windows, and church towers anchored the skyline both spiritually and socially. And even though the neighborhood has evolved, as all New York inevitably does, Little Italy's essence hasn't vanished. It remains a symbolic heart of Italian heritage in Manhattan, a reminder of the generations who shaped this place long before the city became what it is today. Once a year during the Feast of San Gennaro, that spirit rises again. The Feast of San Gennaro began in 1926, created by Neapolitan immigrants to honor Saint Gennarius. What started as a one-day religious observance has evolved into an 11-day celebration, blending spiritually, street culture, and the architectural character of the neighborhood into one immersive experience. During San Gennaro, public space becomes the real storyteller. The familiar blocks of Little Italy transform the moment the festival arrives. Tenement facades turn into illuminated backdrops. Iron fire escapes catch the glow of string lights and neon. And the narrow streets suddenly feel cinematic, framed by arches of color that guide your eye down the corridor like using a stage design. For a brief stretch, each September, the neighborhood becomes an urban installation, reshaping spaces that New Yorkers pass through every day into a fleeting celebration of space, culture, and community. Food stalls line the sidewalks the same way vendors once filled these streets a century ago. History lingers here, in the smells, the colors, and the rhythm of the crowd. These temporary structures create their own microarchitecture. Glowing kiosks, makeshift counter, and steam drifting out into the streets like a performance. The people too shape the space. Crowds spill into the streets, laughing, eating, and waving through the festival like it's one big neighborhood block party. At night, lighted portals set the pace, lining up Mulberry Street like a ribbon of color. Here, architecture and culture feed off each other, making the whole corridor sparkle in a way that only happens once a year. At the center stands the Basilica of St. Patrick's Old Cathedral, the spiritual anchor of the feast. Its facade has stood for more than 2 centuries, carrying layers of devotion, tradition, and continuity. Its presence reminds us that architecture is more than design. It's identity, memory, and community. San Gennaro's festival is a reminder that cities are living organisms, always shifting, adapting, and shaped by the people who move through them. For a few days, each September, Little Italy fills with the traditions and spirit that have defined it for generations. And in those moments, the city reveals one of its simplest truths. Architecture isn't defined only by what we build, but by what we choose to come together for, honor, and keep alive. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. What event or place in your city completely transforms the streets around it? Thank you for joining me on this journey. And if you enjoy exploring San Gennaro with me, don't forget to like, subscribe, and come back for more on Architectural Journeys, where every street has a story.